Yep, we're racing here at Racing Rant. How you going, guys?
How you going, guys?
Hey guys, special Tuesday edition of the Rant because we spent all day yesterday at Randwick. And
before we go anyway, okay, we'll talk about the meeting being called off later, but yesterday, massively successful, huh?
Cool. I thought it was a great day.
Unbelievable, and the amount of people that turned up, like come watch Winks after work, I thought, another idea by the ATC that won't find one other person. Theatre of the Horse was absolutely packed, people with flags, a stack of people coming to watch that horse race, and it was fantastic.
And a lot of kids after school, yeah, it was great.
So, Darren Pierce, the ATC, that idea worked, really worked well.
yeah, but not one of them will be a part in the future.
Well, it's a start.
A lot
of people coming. What about all the kids that come?
I know, but it's like it's cheering your hero. It's not actually engaging in a way that will be fruitful for betting later.
Well, look,
You know, it's black caviar. That's all it is.
Let's not talk about black caviar. I start getting connections. I thought it went 10 times better than you can imagine.
Interestingly, of course, we got stooged by the concert again. They had a concert at Randwick on Sunday, which meant that was why we couldn't go there on Sunday.
Oh, is that
Who
what
was
you
it?
know?
Who was it?
Who cares? But like, you know, we I suppose, you know, these venues are always looking to recoup. Recoup.
Because the rumour of the ring was Chris Waller had a christening.
Well, that's a great rumour. There's nothing better.
They quote Waller rumours, aren't they? Well, it's just
he's responsible for everything.
everything. He is
The Godfather.
He's Don Corleone.
Yeah.
Never go against the family. It's just unbelievable how every bit of our game has got something to do with him now.
Yeah, and then he turned up yesterday, and Waller's been off the boil, and there's the trifecta in race 1, and the trifecta in race 3. Of course, he couldn't have a runner in race 2. He didn't have a 2-year-old in the English race, and he didn't have a runner in the short course. No runners in the NJC Sprint Stakes. Then Fox Play
Runs right out of his skin.
Well, I think, Glenn, you mentioned on Friday that Fox Play was the line, whether Waller stable was back or not. And I noticed that one of our good fans wrote in, "Hey fellas, I reckon Chris Waller's vet is back from holidays. What do you reckon?"
Again, the vet.
I know. We heard
the family
again.
The family.
Yeah. But that's he's the consigliere is the vet.
It's just
the
vet. It's always the vet.
Yeah.
And of course, the phone, they ring Volandis. I'm not running Wicks, it's too hot, it's call the meeting off. And I've got a christening Sunday, we'll see you Monday. It's just, the rumours on a racetrack, it's just so much fun.
Yeah, so Fox Play, unwanted, like what was she, 16? I
didn't...
I tell you what, it was the sickest feeling watching Fox Play drive at Global Glamour and going, how am I not on this?
Wow, and three top fillies there, Sprite, rated like an absolute skunk. What a prep it's in for.
And is she going to lose C. Brown? Because C. Brown looked good at midweeks last Wednesday, but looked out of his depth yesterday.
I agree with that. The old flapping came back, so...
Yeah, you know, like you have Jay Collett, who was targeted in several races. He rode the program great. You had T. Clark just doing what T. Clark does so well these days. And even, you know, T. Berry, he found a bit of blousing to you know, he doesn't look any good from the front, but he sure knows what to do from the back.
And sure knows what to do in a big 2-year-old race. Frolic, do you watch? He just sits back, pulls left, whooshka.
But I mean, you know, how is he going to get it wrong?
He couldn't get that. He couldn't get that wrong. Interestingly, I went to the
track last and then came widest down the home straight.
I went to the meeting. I've never seen an 8-metre rail down the outside like that, and there it was. It was dead set down the outside. If you raced on the inside, behind the lead or further back, you were none.
Is that watering?
Well, they had 4 inches of rain, and then they put 4 mils on the track on Sunday. I don't think it's watering. I think it's just the way the drainage happened. Certainly, we go out to 12 metres on Wednesday, and they'll be out on the outside fence.
On Wednesday, okay, yeah. Sweet.
So nothing much to say about race 1. It was dum-de-dum. Hockman was very well backed and ran well, but Leopari's, you know, line finding at the moment. What do we make of the returners, Astronomers, for his new stable, Gelded and Savvy Nature for his new stable?
Both winning the numbers. Astronomers has come back particularly thin. I doubt it's in for much of a preparation. Savvy Nature came back with a lot of condition, typical Gay. I think it's in for a good preparation.
It ran well.
I thought
Savvy Nature went well.
Its strongest looked quite nice from about the 250 to the 100, and then I thought condition gave up over the last little bit. But
What? Hasn't grown much, the Storms. Anyway, I jury's out
It's
with
quite
me.
old, isn't it? What's it doing growing?
Yeah, that's the wrong comment, but it usually comes back with more condition. Mightn't have eaten well, is what I meant. They grow.
Usually John Thompson horses are like happy, healthy horses, aren't they? Like,
Yep, usually.
Oh.
It wasn't like that. Thin, came back thin. Looked like me in year 12.
the highway race was they did well to find the winner, and it was like, I've seen Bill the Goody a few times in town. He hasn't been able to get into the front half of his races. He's just been at the back, 3 or 4 wide. Hay Atkins is
Lovely race.
I might be biased here, but I like the highways. I think they're a great thing to pep up the country, and I actually like betting on them. But can we not have any over 1600 metres, please?
well. Look,
We get really slow horses.
that's a terrible race, but All's In did something there. He's a better standard than those horses. He just attacked the line in a race that wasn't run to suit at all.
Yeah, it was in the right part of the track.
He got to the right part of the track, but he was poorly positioned. And if there is one horse that can do anything out of that race next time, it's All's In.
Okay, go with that.
And then Vassal, man, he pissed him
That was
I tipped him so strong at the start
last
before.
week. First start with blinkers on, and the 9-day back up,
Walla,
and
walla, walla.
absolutely walked in.
But what do you think of Regal Mana, Glenn?
Good improvement. Good preparation. It'll be winning this type of race for sure. Boy.
Yeah.
And the rest of them are, that's where they are.
Dum-de-da.
Yeah. So anyway, Vassal has found his groove.
Is Plymouth Road a wedding?
Or is he a Wednesday?
Right, yeah.
It's just not good enough. I mean, he got away with something the other day.
He's always there.
It's one of those situations, Glenn, where you find those 5 or 6 horse fields and something's got a massive problem. It makes the winner look better than they are.
Yeah. You're talking about Plymouth Road the previous weekend.
Yeah. On Wednesday, like El Novio Chase and what's his name? Most Exalted had no hope. And with Foresight,
With Foresight had no hope. Fighter Floor had none. It paraded like a skunk. 28 days off, 900 to 2400. It was impossible to lie in that race. He turned the race up with 800 to go, and then got the thumps. So they say.
It all happens, doesn't it?
Is that your heart thumping?
I'm assuming it's a regular heartbeat.
Thumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
instead of
it's
just
a bit like
nice,
cardiac.
consistent beat, it'll be like, like
God's making this up, by the way.
no,
We might get
it's
vet
a regular
licenses.
heartbeat.
Maybe
What's
Walla
the difference between cardiac or arrhythmia then?
and thumps. I think thumps is something else.
Something's not.
Well, they say
Well,
horses
thumbs
pull
up
up
than
with
your
CA,
heart.
right? Cardiac arrhythmia,
Yeah.
and they say horses pull up with thumbs. So I don't know.
Any
if
stables
that's
want 2 new vets a bit cheaper than everybody else. Man, good.
Yes, I'll tell you what.
Hey?
We will be
Oh, we
flying.
can
We will be flying to Mexico
We can be
with
vets for Walla.
refrigerated suitcases as well.
We could be vets for Waller and look
Well,
pretty
you
and
don't
say,
get-
oh, Gordon Pollard back in the stable.
Dropping dead just past the line, finishing post.
Do a good job, we do a good job.
The 2-year-old race, obviously a hollow race, but the times aren't as bad as they should be.
The most amazing thing about this race, guys,
Is how short the favourite started.
that's exactly what I'm saying.
She was 440 on, and we lost the first start.
I know she's run really well, but the 206 trade.
I know. Look, it was a horse that I got her into 2 to 1, right? I liked her, but I mean, she was always probably going to have to work on the outside.
I think it was a great run.
It was a really good
great
run.
run.
Yeah.
But it's John Thompson's second run in the race. It was coming out of a.
But where are the holes in the race? The holes where Ultramarine Drew inside was stepping up from 1,000.
The 2 Snowden red and yellow colours there, Bull Market and the other one.
Yeah, San Marco.
You got the Canberra horse up from 1,000.
They're just scums, both of them.
Well, they'd been tailed by Frolic at Canterbury anyway.
Yeah, they had been, but I'm just trying to find what the holes are. But
My thing with the Frolic was that I thought Marsupial was disappointing down in Melbourne on Saturday.
But Melbourne. You've got to go to Sydney, you've got to go there. Aren't horses allowed to fail?
Well, see, but I definitely see the failure in the reverse direction, but I'm expecting a little bit more in that.
Well, what about the fact that Marsupial PR'd at Canterbury and Frolic was in the wrong line? It was rails in run, Canterbury, as it often is. And there's Frolic just absolutely charging at the line. So I was worried about the way the track would play yesterday, and so I wasn't as bullish about Frolic as I could have been. But once I saw how the track was playing, I just went,
there it is.
pin the tail on the donkey.
Is that right? SP of $7.
Yeah, it was 8.5 on the fair at the finish.
Up you go, man, the other one.
The Southern Cross, where Dothraki was well tried because of being a fit horse and was going forward, but I mean it didn't actually suit him to lead. Not that I don't know if anything suits Dothraki.
Well, there's another one I was in shock about the money for.
Yeah, but what could they back? Because obviously Impending had big problems.
What are you giving me for?
What, Barrier 1?
Well, it just also...
Not suited first
and Divine
up.
Prophet had done nothing in Melbourne on Saturday.
What about the blue colours from the night meeting when we said the blue colours, wow, not in a sense. What's going on with the blue?
I don't know. Like, you tell us. You're the man that knows about blue.
Yeah, and the salt was terrible in the last race as well.
It's stacking with shit.
Okay,
Well,
so
one of them
Impending...
died.
Who died?
We've got put down. Pearl.
Did it actually get put down?
Did you get put down?
Put down.
I don't know what always makes me happy when a horse gets put down. Because no, you don't have to study their form again. It's so cuddly, but I'm sure someone else.
Well, no, have you ever
there's
seen
some stable worker broken hearted today, and I feel cosy.
Have you ever seen anything purlier in the betting than pearls?
Awful.
Oh, so Impending, what are we doing with it? I mean, other than it, like it's got a complete forgive because of the
it's got a
bias.
stack of condition to come off. It's nowhere near race fit. I'll be looking to it third up.
Okay, so not next start yet.
No.
I think there was a bit of a scare there, wasn't there? Like even when it did get a little bit of space on the inside, it was still
He's
quite
like
hard ridden.
Yeah, he did nothing. He did nothing.
But I'm not giving it a neutral. I'm giving it a negative.
Yeah, I think it needs to prove itself.
Yeah.
Le Romain, what are we doing with it, Glenn?
In for a great prep.
Great horse, in good condition. Great trainers flying, horses flying. Everything's good.
And can we forget the rest?
Absolutely forget the rest.
So then we saw the horse that's running through brick walls, and I found her running through brick walls at Warwick Farm. I didn't find her at Warwick Farm. I found her off the Warwick Farm run to go into Rose Hill, and then I thought she did an amazing job at Rose Hill.
But you
and
thought
then
that was it?
No.
Yeah.
No, and she's run through another brick wall there. I mean, there's a bit of hollowness behind her because Gauguin's in his first prep and had a shitty run. Corey Brown rode Royal Navy upside down. And what else was there? Well, Faraway Town. That's what she is. But winner only, isn't it?
Well, Gorgon's going to go out and come back as probably a decent horse, I'd say.
Yeah. Is he going to go out?
Anyway, can we talk about the protest?
How exciting. Glenn Pollard on the right side of the protest. It never happened in the 20s.
Have you ever...
Great work by the stewards upholding it. I saw it happen and I went, oh no, that run was for South Sonic. And one thing about protest to all you guys out there, if it's a close finish and they're going up and down, it'll always be dismissed. But when the second horse or the horse protesting charges and makes ground, especially that last 50 metres, they'll always uphold. And I thought that was going to be the case prior to the protest going up. It's a funny story. And I thought, oh, geez, don't tell me. The steward's going to be, they got the scones and tea out. They're not going to see what I saw. Atkins doesn't know, he's a kid.
Won't put it in.
He blinks like, I don't want to protest against him. Jason, he's the trainer, loveliest bloke in the world, never stops smiling, puts Kathy on all the time. So, what a kind person. He'd be just like dum-de-darring. I said, no one's going to notice what I've seen.
Yeah.
So I spread it out the front going, I hope I can see Atkins saying, oh, check the film, son, or just make, throw it in there. And who do I see? One last jockey walking in, Tim Filthy Clark. I said, Clarky, if you see Atkins, make sure he tells me, have a look at the photo. Clark looked at me and goes, what's in it for me? Thanks, Tim.
By the way...
Anyway, what's in it for you is next time I buy a bag of apples and eat them down with a core, I'm going to keep all the cores and sling you a bag of apple cores. Fucking what's in it for me? I love anything. You rep Clark on the show all year round.
Yeah.
Terrific rider.
Maybe he doesn't like the fact that you bag him for driving a Mini.
What's in it for fucking me?
Can I say there was a bigger cheer in the
they?
ring when the protest was upheld than there was when Winks won?
I just couldn't believe
That's what a rare event it
I couldn't
was.
believe he got a protest. I mean, obviously, South Sonic wasn't in my numbers, but it was tied heavily to Brown's runner.
It's just G. Pollitt Place only.
It's G. Pollitt Place
all over.
Just go back to the place. $12 a place, like,
When have you and the Plot Monster been on the same team?
Well, I thought
play in different leagues.
I thought finally I've had a bit of luck. The protest has been upheld, and I heard Stewie Davidson had like his first ever place bet, and I went, oh, now I know why it was upheld. It was nothing to do with me, but it was a funny situation, and well done to the stewards for upholding that protest, because I thought that'd be a wrong.
So Jay Parr got global glamour home, but gee, you know, like that. Watching a horse hard up against the inside there, like that's hard in your mouth stuff. I know she had a huge lead, but she was in the slow ground.
What 3 outstanding fillies they are. What a great filly she's got.
That is going to be a great form racer.
And honesty prevails. Like, you know, what is it? I'll tell you what it is. It's an $800 yearling purchase.
Well, it's funny how people get so excited about Rick Worthington's trials when everyone knows that Rick Worthington's trials are like Graham Rogerson's trials.
I find it.
You know, but okay, but hang on. She sat third fence, like she couldn't win. Couldn't win.
No,
couldn't
she
win.
did nothing. She got nothing.
Gridlin ran out of her skin, and Louboutin ran out of her skin.
Yeah.
And even French Fern, by Luke de Vega, the sire of our
Luke de Vega. What about
Have we got a horse? By the way, we've made a bit. You know, that horse is worth more now already.
Yeah.
You know, with those form lines, with the trainer on absolute fire.
Chris
as well.
Lee's our new trainer, and
sell.
and you know who else is by Luke de Vega? Endless Drama.
Oh, really?
What a
Third
great
in the
type
big
he
race.
was. What a great type he was.
So Glenn, you suggested that it was a place moral in Mounting Yard Mail, and it was never ever going to miss a place.
Yeah, plenty
Never,
of
ever. Only got beaten 7 lengths, but never ever going to miss a place.
Well, I'm trying to find a punting angle for my punters. And
Yeah, it's a great story. My horse has been beaten 7 lengths, and I've nailed it.
And not only that, never not going to collect.
That's right.
It's just PR'd in 1 out, 1 back, pulled, worked line. As Winks gave him windburn, it made him even chase Winks for a couple more lengths. It was great.
Wasn't Endless Drama or Dibiani going to come third? The first two were pretty much self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Okay, was it self-explanatory Hardwell?
Yeah, I think it was.
It was $1.75 a place on the fair, just talking about the value of the track. So $1.75 to back Hartnell the place. Seems okay, and then you've got to pay the com, blah blah blah. You go to the races. While they're taking the $1.75 on the fair, Shane Philpick, bloody good bookie, and the punter's pal. He's $1.80 a hole. That was a good bet, $1.80.
Wow.
It looks like money for jam.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you know, the more Winks goes around, the more you do have to look at that sort
Well, you
of
got to look at other things. And what about Winks? What about, like, honestly, best horse I've ever seen, and blah blah.
So Brad had no good yesterday.
It's not to his top, but it's just it's
It's not
machine.
supposed to be its top, but he can't afford to lose either.
Well, yeah, I know.
No, it's now on the winning streak that you just can't like this.
It's had 14 wins in a row. We talk about it like, oh, it's only 14 because of dirty, filthy black caviar. Let's move the barriers one more time because she was 25 for 25. Winks is going to finish up like 22 in a row before she goes out.
And is going to have next to her name had races moved from Saturday to Monday.
Avoided the heat.
That's a bit bigger than a
Don't
barrier
call me
challenge.
Peter, we must move. Sunday no good.
Right.
That's what the rumour was. And now, so the truth comes out. There was a concert on the Sunday.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's not as good.
I must admit, I do love the Waller rumours. They have great fun.
Yeah,
And
there's Chris. Butter wouldn't melt.
Yeah, I'm sure Chris wouldn't like them, but Chris has got to understand when you come to Australia, if you reach the top, you've got to be dragged down.
Yeah, someone is going. Well, we're all going to be trying to actually pull him down. So, Endless Drama, where's it going? What's it good for?
Oh, I suppose where's it going? Oh, it stays in this class, keeps running places to Winks.
No, because Winks goes to the Chipping Norton,
So
where
it's-
Endless Drama will go again.
Yeah.
Then she goes to George Ryder, which is 1500. He's
He
gone
won't.
somewhere else.
Yeah, he won't go.
Right?
Yeah,
But and they both could end up in the Queen Elizabeth.
absolutely. And
But I mean, Endless Drama, where does he get his chance along the way?
she's like, I'm allowed to place on Endless Drama. I didn't realise Ty wrote it. Hey, Ty did me a big favour. Even though it's just
There you
an
go.
archer,
The
Brown stuck there on the inside on Dibiana. That was funny.
Okay. Well, maybe Endless Drama has not got too many opportunities then.
Maybe not.
Because there she is. And then look, the last 2 races,
Even when she gets away from Winks, she'll be running into Hartnell.
Yeah.
Second best horse this week.
Nothing else.
No. Successful? Great ride.
Jason Collett managed to avoid. The amazing thing was how well she was backed from gate 1. because wide draws are dominated. Obviously, Winks drew 2. Let's forget about that. But it was just wide draw. It was wide draw day. So to target a horse like Zestful that G Pilot was very keen on Friday from gate 1.
They bet $7 at the
It was
track.
$8.50 yesterday morning.
There's $7 a track and an SP at $4.20. Like, wow. Get yourself to the track and bet because there's top odds out there.
I had 2 equal on top, Zestful and Dixie Blossoms, and I only backed Dixie Blossoms because I thought Zestful got too short. There you go, that's how well I played it.
Well, you played it poorly because it didn't get too short when it was $7.
Yeah, I know, I missed it.
I understand.
You missed it and it keeps on coming in.
I understand.
You know,
I understand. Like, fuck knows I understand.
All right, so but that race is a bit scuzzy and messy.
Very scuzzy.
Zestful was very much on her game in the sense that she was third up. She trialled since the last run.
Yeah.
I mean, she was third up off the break, so it was a bit of a.
She had a massive fitness edge.
Yeah.
And then we got Pearls. He collapsed in the run, rest in peace.
Right. So what about Dixie? What about Dixie Blossoms?
This is the stable. The stable's not. They're not.
How did she look?
Well.
Yeah. Okay. There's no cop there. And what is the story with this Shillelagh who couldn't keep up and then had to prop because Pearls fell in front of her as well?
Well, had to prop Pearls. But why
I know, but it was like already 9 lengths behind the second last
I understand, and like there I had a topic from Manning mainly because it looks so well. And just.
But what is it?
Well, it's what Gord says. It comes from Melbourne. You just pen them.
I know, but like, is it a sprinter or is it a mile or is it a
pen? Yeah. I don't know how I fell into it. It's pen. You
Yeah,
go
no,
like Melbourne
it took
pen.
no part there.
TMP.
Yeah. So
we come to the last.
Let's forget about it.
Clarkey waiting for his bag of apple course.
Yeah, he rode a perfect race. I mean, by then, three wide line with cover.
Rode it perfect. Untamed Diamond isn't. There's a good horse again. Jason Collette again.
But she actually resumed at 1200
Yeah, that was odd.
and well backed.
Well backed. Off the
Well,
map. And Knit and Pearl diving through to get the place. Chris Lee's stable on fire. Our new trainer.
Barrood, how did it return? Nothing there.
Yeah, nothing.
Snow.
It bloom at a stage. By the way, don't we have to say that your race is better than we thought it was?
I agree.
But that race is not much good. It's in fact they've run the same times as the
Picked me up there, which I
Yeah, well,
never
see,
seen a horse parade better. Just to let all the punters out there know, it's SP at $5.50, which blah blah blah. $12 they bet on the track. I took $12.
Yeah, it did start 9.20 on the tote.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's much there on the last. I think it's a bit scuzzy. Obviously,
But it was a great day's racing.
It was a great day's racing, and look out for all those failures on the inside.
I didn't go mental by the postponement because they said it's on Monday. So I was
So you were all right, were you?
I wasn't too bad. It's
because you knew they were on.
Yeah,
At
it's
some
like,
stage.
I'm not going anywhere else. Monday, I'll go there. I'll get through Saturday. I'll play cards Sunday night, and then I'm there. It's when they call them off, and you think they should race because it's a heavy night or something, and it's safety and visibility, and then you watch other places, and it just does my head in because then I don't think we're looking after our punting participants.
I loved the Monday racing because there was more racing enthusiasts there than drunks.
And that was true too. That was
Yeah.
good. And then when the crowd did turn up, and I think opening the gates up for free is just a fantastic move to get people in this participation. And I think going forward, we really need to look at maybe a new pricing situation to get more people to come to the track. And we've got the weekdays open for free, which is great. But I think our ho-hum meetings on Saturdays should maybe be free. That if there's a Group 2, Group 3 or a listed race days, maybe we charge 10. And then on our massive days, charge 20. At the moment they're like 40, 30 and like 15. I reckon they should be 20, 10. And please come and enjoy what we've got to offer.
Why not charge them $20, but you get a $20 free bet with a bookmaker?
It's not a bad idea.
You know what I mean?
Always
Then you
thinking
actually
about
get them
that,
in the ring, and they feel like they're going for free, and $20 might be a fairly decent bet for them as well.
But the problem with that, there's only one problem with that.
What?
Well, we've only got 8 bookies. If you get 4,000 people, that means 8 bookies have to give away 500.
No, the bookies don't cover it.
The bookies
The
aren't
racing
giving
club
away.
does. Because they've paid the $20, so it's like free entry, but instead of going in for free, they pay $20.
Yeah,
and
so it's just going straight to the bookie.
bookies. Yeah.
Right? So it's like all those joints that now where you purchase something and you get that amount worth of credits to spend on whatever. Is it clubs and
So
stuff?
you're going to get
who does that?
more turnover with the bookies, and people are going to be keen to go because they pretty much get in for free.
Before we get on break, talking about something like that, just quickly, when I was a bookie working at Gosford, they had chocolate with at the back, and they said, "Oh, we'll just sponsor it." And I said, "Oh, yeah, how many spots up there?" They said, "Oh, 50." I said, "Oh, yeah, goodness God." Put me down for 6 spots, $100 free bet with G Pollitt. Like 6 spots. I'm thinking, well, it's 50 things. They do a spin a race. They do a spin a fucking race.
8 out of 8?
Okay.
7 out of fucking 8. I give away 700 one day. Every person kept coming like, are they fucking kidding over there? I got a G Pollitt, $100, you know, slice of ham, a case of beer, G Pollitt. I thought, well, I have to give away $100 every meeting. I don't mind my name over there. 7 out of 8 hit G Pollitt one fucking day. I said, mate, drag down the chocolate. Right out.
It was a setup. It was a setup.
That's the end of part 1 rant.